Central vibes, where the ladies thrive. Breaking it down, highlights come alive. Crossovers, threes, hustle, don't stop. Women's game shining, we taking it to the top. Handles ridiculous, moves so ferocious. Step backs lethal like poetry in motion. Queens on the court making noise explosion. Game so smooth, no need for promotion. Star Hoop Central, we running the court. Breaking it down, giving fans full support from the tip off to the last buzzer sound. We're here for the love, giving breakdowns profound. Never sleep on this, skill set divine. Buckets dropping like rain, every shot refined. Courts a canvas and they paint with their shine. Passing gems, no look, threads intertwined. Fast breaks, dimes in defense for days. Highlighting greatness in every play. Legends in the making, stars in the fray. Turning up the heat, watch the artistry sway. Star Hoop Central, we running the court. Breaking it down, giving fans full support. Star Hoop Central, we reign in the game. Fast break the logic, no time for delay. Full court press, every word that we say. From zones to the man, the schemes we unweave. Breaking the box score, we don't just believe. Debate in the key, where the clutch get defined. MVP stats or the heart in the grind. Legends get forged in the fires of our chat. Star Hoop Central, where the real game's at.
What's up? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, chat? Hey, we back with another episode on Stars Hoop Central. If you have not already, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you comment. If you want playback, make sure you comment. We gonna respond. Make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification button so you know every single time we drop an episode, a short, a video, a live, whatever. Make sure you come through and get active. Y'all already know how I get down. Get active in the chat. I can't read them all. I can't read them all on the show. But if I ask the panel something, I expect y'all to answer as well. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all do that. Look, we on Stars Hoop Central with the stars. Where the stars align, we got HD. We got I Am Zoe Media. We got Showtime On Point Sports, and we got B's Sports Buzz here, back with a great episode. We're gonna get into some preseason rankings. We got some great stuff to talk about, some lists to go through, and so I'm super excited to get into that. We got some great topics, y'all. So listen, we want to talk about the regular season rankings. WNBA, they changed it this morning. To be honest, they had one come out, I want to say like the 8th or something like that. And then this morning, the WNBA website changed their regular season rankings for the teams. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read it from bottom to top, and I'm going to hand it over to my panel to kind of go through it. Before that, how y'all feeling? Y'all feeling good, panel?
Locked and loaded.
Good, baby. We good. Let's go.
All right, good. I love to hear it. We're gonna have a great episode today. All right, but look, so WNBA at number 13, they have Golden State Valkyries. At number 12, they have the Connecticut Sun. At number 11, they have the Washington Mystics. At number 10, they have Los Angeles Sparks. At number 9, they got the Dallas Wings. At number 8, they have the Chicago Sky. At number 7, they got Atlanta Dream. At number 6, they have the Phoenix Mercury. At number 5, we got Indiana Fever. At number 4, they got a Seattle Storm. At number 3, they have the Vegas Aces. At number 2, they got Minnesota Lynx. And at number 1, they have the New York Liberty. From my recollection, when I went over the list the first time when it came out on whatever date that was like the 8th or something of last week, I think the only change that they did make is they switched the Seattle Storm with the Indiana Fever. They put Seattle at 4 and Indiana Fever at 5, and it was opposite. So I just wanted to give y'all, everybody watching, a little tidbit of that. And then I'm about to hand it over to the panel on what they think about the power rankings. What would you change? Where do you see certain people, number wise, etc. I'm gonna go with my girl B first. What you think of that list? Does it seem pretty accurate to you or not? You know what I'm saying? Would you change anything?
The top 3, the Liberty, Aces, and Lynx, right?
Liberty, Lynx, Aces.
Yeah, I think they're fine.
Okay.
I actually got them in that order. Maybe the Aces move to 2nd and the Lynx go to 3rd. Seattle being 4 and Indiana being 5. I'm okay with that. I think they're interchangeable. Phoenix is too high for me. I don't know what they see in Phoenix that I'm not seeing in Phoenix. Phoenix is way too high for me. Phoenix being at 6 is high for me. I think Phoenix and Chicago will end up switching. I think Atlanta is fine where they're at. I had Atlanta and Chicago actually being that interchangeable spot at 6 and 7, and Phoenix being 8. I don't have Phoenix at 6. That's really the only thing I would change. I just don't have Phoenix at 6. The bottom teams, I think, is the bottom teams, but I don't have Phoenix at 6.
Where you have them then?
I like the roster. I got Phoenix at 8. I think they have veteran talent that can get them into the playoffs. I just don't see them dominating throughout the season to be at 6.
Okay. That's fair. I feel like that's fair. What you thinking about the list, HD?
I'm probably gonna give a hot take. I've been giving hot takes all week this week. I had Phoenix at 4, and then when I went back to watch them again, I don't like their bench. I thought a couple players would kind of make me let them stay there, but they didn't show up in the Valkyrie game, and they're not real consistent to me, and they didn't really play that one player that they played in the first game, so that lets me know they're not real consistent. They're just a fill-in off the bench just to shoot threes for them, which is West Bell. So I got the Storm 4 because I like their size. Everybody can do multiple things on the Storm. And the Fever, I had at 5. I had them at 3 at first, but then I didn't like how the parts fit, and I think it's too ball dominant. And when Caitlyn go to the bench, who's going to run the offense? Who's going to control it? Sid has not looked good at all. She looks just as bad as she did last year. And I got the Mercury out of the playoffs. Matter of fact, I think Dallas gets in at 8. I think at 7, I got the Dream, but Sky got at 6. But to me, this is my only caveat. What is Ryan going to do? If Ryan doesn't play great this year or actually comes to play, I can see Phoenix getting in at 8 and Dallas at 7. I'm not even going to hold you because Ryan has to be that. Ryan has to step up this year. Like Teresa Weatherspoon did an Unrivaled. Ryan, I need you to be great. I need you to be great. Her coach got to pull her to the side and say, yo, are you good or you great? Because if you're going to be good, I got to move on from you. I can't build my next 3 to 5 years with this same old, okay, we're going to go in the season, Ryan the best player, but you got the number 2 to me, which is Alicia being the best player because she's taking more shots. She's doing more things than you're giving me. So Ryan has to do what she has to do. If Ryan doesn't do what she has to do this year, and I don't think she might be able to do it because I don't like what I'm seeing from her. I didn't really like her in Unrivaled, even though she had some big scoring games. I didn't even like her in preseason. I'm going to go with Chicago 6. I'm going with Dallas 7. And I'm going with Phoenix 8. That's what I'm gonna go with because I don't trust her in Atlanta. BG is older. Yeah, she's not the focal point no more. She's just gonna be a veteran. But that's the order I got. If Ron doesn't step up, that's the order I got.
Okay, Ryan being the deciding factor for Atlanta is interesting for sure. We'll see about that, but you ain't wrong about her motor and her mindset. So there is that. But what you got, Showtime? What you think about the list? Would you move anything around? Where would you move them? What numbers?
Now give me the top because I was trying to find. I'm trying to find the
I can tell
update.
you.
I don't have it.
I can tell you.
Okay. What's the top 8 again?
Okay, I got you. One
8.
second here.
1 through 8.
So 1 through 8 is New York, Minnesota Lynx. Is 2, 3 is Las Vegas, 4 is Seattle, 5 is Indiana Fever, 6 is Phoenix Mercury, 7 is the Atlanta Dream, and 8 is the Chicago Sky.
I would move Chicago above Atlanta. Jordan Canada getting hurt. I don't know. I don't have an update on her. I don't think she. It don't sound like she tore anything. It just
Nah.
she may be out for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Hey, show. They said that she's gonna get reevaluated in 2 weeks, so she might be out longer than that. But go ahead.
Longer than that. So I think you don't have a point guard unless you're gonna pay Pow. I done heard my boy HD. He's been campaigning for Pow to get minutes at the point guard position. I don't think they do that. I think they're going to start the season out with Alicia Gray, the point guard. That's the starting point guard. And I think that kind of takes her away from her natural position because she's not really a point guard. Also, what I know is by Atlanta in the preseason, I think they're very slow. They're slow. Their front court don't really play defense like that. I think they're going to be up and down, kind of similar like last year. If you remember, it was kind of up and down. Ryan Howell missed some games. You know, I think Chicago going to finish over them. And also Phoenix, I listen to B far as Phoenix. I think Phoenix with AT, that's definitely going to get them in the playoffs. Are they a championship contender? I look at their bench. I don't like their bench. I think they got too many. They lacking too many pieces. Now AT gonna cover up a lot of their holes. AT is she's one of the best players in the league, and not just because her nose, because the way she runs her offense and her versatility on defense. She's a physical dog on the court. So that's going to cover up a lot of flaws. They're going to make the playoffs. But everybody, look, Satu's a good player because she's a good player. We're going to talk about the list for what she ranked at. We'll get to that. She's a solid player. But she can score the ball here and there. Now, I can break down because I was doing it on Rival. She don't like to go put the ball on the floor and go to a offhand. I noticed that about her. Handle's not as strong. Outside of that, what's the best ability though? Availability. She's been hurt almost every single year. So how many games she gonna play this year? She always hurt. She only played 15 games last year. So I got that. That's in my mind because if she goes down, you don't have a bench like that. I think because of AT, because of Khalil Copper, they're gonna make the playoff. They're gonna squeeze their way in. But I think they'll be somewhere between the I think they finish between 6 and 8. I think 6 through 8. I think that's where they finish at. Because of that, the Satu, they don't have, and they got too many pieces that they really lacking. I got Minnesota. Like I told y'all, Minnesota number 1. My number 1 Minnesota. Vegas number 2. New York number 3. Now New York, if they would have came in this season with Landon Hamilton, they probably would have been my number 1. Probably. I still question. Okay, are they gonna have that same hunger this year though? Last year they lost in the championship, so they came in with a chip on their shoulder. Are they gonna have the same hunger, the same drive to go out there and compete? Usually veteran teams, they kind of coast through the season, especially a team that coming off a championship. So I'm gonna get them respect. I'm gonna put them number 3 because I respect their talent and I respect the fact that they actually one of the deepest teams in the league. They got some dogs in their court, so I really ain't got too much problem with that outside of that.
Okay, yeah. All good points. All good points. What you think about the list, Prince?
Look at man. Let's stop the cap. Let's stop the cap, man. Let's stop the cap, man. Let's stop the cap. Y'all up here giving these good boy and girl soliloquies about these teams. Let's stop the cap, man. The Aces got the best team in the league. Let's stop the cap, man. I'm talking top to bottom. I'm talking bench. I'm talking best player. I'm talking shooters, defenders, everything. Nobody has what the Aces have. Nobody has. We got the best bench shooter in the league. Name another one. I'll wait. Think about it. Really think about that. Really think about that. We got the best player in the league. We got the best player in the league. Who?
Johannes. What about Johannes?
You gotta stop that. See, we gotta see that's that capping. We can't be doing all of this, man. Look. We got the best starting 5 in the league. We got the best starting 5 in the league. No starting 5 is better than our starting 5. You can't even argue that. That's not even arguable.
No.
That's not even arguable. Look, we got a chip on our shoulder.
On paper.
Who?
On paper, they do.
The game's got to play out. The game still got to play out though.
I'm with you, Show.
See,
Key, you just a hater, Key.
I'm not a hater.
I think so. So you think your bench is better than So you think your bench is better? You think your bench is better than New York and the Lynx right now?
I think they bench better than Minnesota's. You got Diamond Miller. You got Diamond Miller coming out the bench. You ain't been watching.
Diamond Miller, I don't know. Diamond Miller get hurt too much. Diamond get hurt way too much, and I don't know. I don't like her over the other girl.
I'm talking about the starting 5. I don't think the Aces have the best starting 5. I just
Who got a better starting 5, Key?
Okay, so let's talk about it. Minnesota Lynx beat the best starting 5. The Minnesota Lynx starting 5.
David Drew Lloyd wasn't on that team.
Give a damn if you think Drew Lloyd is the deciding factor.
Watch her work.
Top 5, yeah. I think like 5, like your best 5 on the court. I think they got the best 5. My issue with the Aces is I don't trust their bench. I trust their starting 5. I don't trust their bench. Aaliyah Nye, we've seen in big games in college. She goes cold. Defensively, she's not all that. And then you got Kitley. Kitley's finna play this year. We got to see what Kitley does because we still don't know what she's going to be able to do.
Hey, who is the Liberty starting 5? Who is the Liberty starting 5?
You know what? Just go on with your soliloquy, man.
You're gonna have Cloud. Hold on. We're having some good dialogue. Hold on. We got Cloud at the point.
Okay.
We got who? Brina at the 2. That's a wash. At the 3, that's where it gets tricky because now that you don't have Hamilton there, do you put Phoebich or Burke there?
Stop.
It's Phoebich.
So you gonna put Phoebich there? So you got Phoebich. That's what I'm saying. I don't like, and then you got Bree. So you got Phoebich at the 3, Stewie at the 4, JJ at the 5. That 5, I don't put that 5 over the Aces. Now the bench, I like what they got over the bench. I think their bench is better than the Aces bench. That's me.
But it's not just all about talent though. You know, I look at
you look. This is the thing. Y'all not listening. I never said talent. I gave you intangibles. I gave you the best player. We got the best shooter. We got defense. We got length. We got rebounding. We got chips on our shoulders. We got championship pedigree. We got one of the best coaches. We got one of the best arenas. We got some of the best fans. What are we talking about here?
The best coach in Minnesota got the best coach. They got the best coach coming off a loss in the finals.
Who?
They're going to be motivated, homie.
Don't make me disrespect Cheryl Reese.
Don't play yourself.
Do not make me
no,
disrespect
you
Cheryl
gonna say
Reese. Do not make me disrespect Cheryl Reese.
Who got a better
Don't make me
resume than Cheryl Reese in WNBA?
Don't make me disrespect Cheryl Reese.
Who has a better resume?
Don't make me do it. Don't make me disrespect Cheryl Reese.
Who has a
we talking WNBA?
You can say what you want to say about Cheryl Reese. Who has a better
resume? We talking WNBA or other accolades? Which one? We got a specified show. What we talking?
Man, Becky Hammond. Bro, we only know Becky Hammond because she coached Angel Wilson.
What we talking? What we talking? What we talking?
Coaching the goal.
We talking. What we talking?
All this credit for coaching the goal.
Look. All I'm saying is
we seen Cheryl Reese coach different talent, not just one. Different.
I don't care if she coached Jesus Christ. All I'm saying is she don't make the deciding factor on who better.
You're going too far now.
Well, you bring up coaching.
So
who
off
brought up coaching?
So off of bench, off of your bench.
I did not say the best coach. I literally said one of the best coaches. Showtime brought up best coach.
So
you
off
said
your
one
bench.
of those. They got
hey, Prince, off your bench, Prince. Off your bench, right? Who do you feel like is going to be that player off the bench to get them through the game? Like who? Like, cause you got
Tiffany Mitchell, Bradford, and Aaliyah Nye are three of the best bench players in the league. Three of the best bench players in the league. All these other bench players be getting all these accolades, but they don't even be proving nothing. I can go get a rookie to score 3 points a game.
I still feel like New York starting lineup is slightly better.
No,
it is only
we're gonna show y'all. We got it. Let me get through my list. Let me get through my list.
It's only slightly better because of.
Let me get through my list.
Go ahead.
Why can't I get through my list? Hey, chat, y'all see every time I'm up here, chat. Every time I get up here and start talking, y'all witnessing
did I not? HD. Did I not say go ahead with your list?
Right, you did. You did.
And Showtime starting it. Showtime started every time I say something, and then Key just pick it back off of whatever Showtime say, because you know he about to start hating on me. So Key just be like, "Oh, I'm gonna just follow whatever Show say."
Go ahead with the list, man.
That's how they always start.
Hey, yo, me and B are laughing right now. So go ahead, do y'all thing.
Yeah, HD and B just be shaking their head because they already know they be attacking me. They already know. Every time I say something, I can't say nothing. Every time I say something. Look, can I get through my list? I'm breaking down my list and y'all want to interject. Can I get through my list, man? Look,
Where your cup at?
Look, I got my water. I got that good water today. I got that good water.
That's why you after the food. He got the extra long cup.
I got that good water. Look. Aces, chip on their shoulder, best team in the league. We even got the best floors. Our floors. Y'all ever seen our floors?
This dude go on the floor. We go on the floors now, so we can shoot dice on the floors. We can play Uno on the floors.
Yeah, we got cushion on our seats. Our fans are comfortable when they watch us play. But anyway, look, I got the Lynx. I got them sorry Lynx at number 2 with that fake defensive player here that can't guard nobody on the perimeter, that be getting cooked, be out there getting cooked with them glorified defensive player of the year awards. Look. Lynx, good roster. Got a lot to prove, though. They might, we worried about the Liberty with that championship hangover. The Lynx, who y'all need to be worried about. I didn't see, you know how many teams I didn't see make the finals, be a good team, make the finals in the next 5 years. They still trying to get back to the finals. That happens in every sport. Tell me I'm lying. They'll be one of the favorites to get back, and for the next 5 years, they're gonna be in everybody's top 3 because they got a good roster saying they're gonna get back, but they can't get back over that hump because they don't know how to do it again. I don't even think
you're talking about the runner-ups or the champions.
The runners-up.
That's the point though. The runner-ups in each sport, they do struggle to get back. That is a good point.
Because they trying to find something different and they could never grasp that magic again. It's really hard to get that magic when you don't do it. Look. I got the Lynx 2. I got the Liberties 3, because I agree with, I think Showtime said it. Sometimes your championship team, they are a veteran team, and they are dealing with some injuries. So I think those two things are going to play against them in the regular season, where they won't be giving they all every game. They're going to coast through probably. They're going to have a 10-game watch. They're going to have a 10-game little losing record at some point. It's going to be like 3-7. Like they're going to have one of them little marks at some point in the season, just trying to wait till the playoffs. Veteran teams, that happen to them, but then they'll win like 10 in a row and make the season look good, make the regular season look good. I got Seattle number 4. I still like what Seattle got over there. A lot of people counting Seattle out, but I still like what they got. I got Fever number 5. They're gonna have some struggles defensively. They're gonna have to win some shootouts. I got the Sky number 6. I like what their starting 5 look like. I'm gonna give Tyler Marsh some grace, but I need to see some development, and I need to see some more effort from that team. I need to see a little more effort. If they're gonna be that 6 seed, I need to see some effort from all 5. All 5. And I need a couple people. We ain't gonna talk about it. I need a couple of people to embrace their real roles. You gotta embrace them roles, man. You it's locked in now. Preseason over with. You gotta embrace them roles. I got Mercury at number 7. I just think they're gonna win enough games to get in the playoffs, but I got them losing in the first round, but I think they're gonna get there. I got them at number 7. I got the Sparks beating out the Dream by 1 game to make the 8 seed. It's gonna be a 1-game difference. Then I got the Dream, I got the Wings, I got the Mystics, I got the Valks, and I got the Suns possibly winning only 8 games. And that's my 1 through 14.
Let me ask you this, Prince, real quick before Key take over. Do you think Monty or Celeste is going to be the starting point, or you think they're going to let Whitcomb play the starting point?
I was thinking about that too, yeah. But
it's dicey.
I think because she's a veteran, I think they're going to trust them to
I agree.
And walk them on into that role. I think she ain't going to end up starting. I can see Celeste finishing the season.
Yeah.
I think Whitcomb going to start because of her veteran, and she's kind of like a proven commodity. So I think she gonna get that first time.
So you think they get rid of Monty? You don't think Monty gonna play at all?
Nah, I ain't a fan of her. I
think Whitcomb starts just because AT have the ability to take some pressure off of her.
Right.
I would rather Celeste play bench players because that is more comfortable for her than throwing her in the starting lineup and having her play veteran players. Whitcomb can handle a player, but AT can take that pressure off of her having to be a true point guard because she can do that. I think Celeste thrive better in that second unit, but I still see Phoenix being ass because can we curse? I just still feel I just don't see
you feel it in the soul, right? They gonna be trying.
Got it. Okay, go ahead, Showtime. What you had to say?
I said I don't know how anybody look at Minnesota Lynx and think they're gonna fall off. Bro, they got one of the best, one of the teams with the best camaraderie and chemistry. They bench, like I said, Diamond Miller, she get hurt a lot. She's on the court, she's a baller. You still got Hyman coming out the bench. Man, look, I think Las Vegas, they should have went out there and got another big. I think that's what they desperately needed. That's why they lost to New York. I mean, Angel Reese was the only big they can really rely on.
So you don't think Kitley, you don't think Kitley could come in and relieve Kia Stokes when it's time to relieve her?
She can, but she's still working her way. It's not even.
We gotta stop this. Stop dogging my team and keep me waiting. B, watch Key next time. Show mention the Aces. Key lips be like, he be ready to talk.
Bro. What?
They have
HD asked the question.
They have so much versatility, bro. That's what I'm looking at. Minnesota has versatility, bro. They bigs can switch. I mean, they got too much. All right, we're gonna see.
I do see the Aces beating Minnesota for the second seed. It wouldn't be crazy. I just don't. I still have the Liberty as 1. Back to I know Zoe didn't want to talk about it. Prince didn't want to talk about it, but
I got a quick question. I got a quick question before Prince go in and cook. And listen, who's going to come off the bench and give them that pop for Minnesota? I don't see it. Heidemann is okay. She's good, but she can't be my main focal scorer off the bench. And then who else you got? I don't see anybody. Diamond Miller, she's okay, but she's not going to bring that for me.
Who did they have last year to do it?
Exactly. Like, what are we talking about?
This is the same team. They had nobody else to do it.
Because they had Zandolini. Zandolini, y'all don't give enough credit to. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She came off the bench and she made some big buckets for that team.
Look, he up here capping. Why she about to cap? Showtime like
Zandolini did some big things for them last year off that bench shooting. They're gonna miss that. They're gonna miss it.
Things for them.
So
that's why I got them as third and not second.
No, I got them as third. Still, I don't have them falling off. The reason why is because I respect Courtney, Kayla McBride, and Nafisa too much to say they're gonna fall off. I don't think their bench is gonna be as strong as last year. I don't think it's gonna be as strong as last year. I don't.
Tiffany Hayes. Because she was saying,
I would listen. I would take Tiffany Mitchell. I would take what they got over what they had last year. Sid was trash last year. What's the other girl name? What's the other girl? Tip Hayes. Tip Hayes just a fish out of water. She flopped there. She flopped for the Valkyrie. They had to bench her.
Doing that.
She was
Stop that.
She was good for us. I ain't gonna lie. Tiffany Hayes, I'm gonna miss her. But
stop that. I was gonna say, come on, bro.
The only thing about Tiffany Hayes that made me mad last year was that she was doing too much. She was dribbling us out of games, man. We have momentum, and she come in dribble. I think that's why they didn't have no problem letting her go. Like they didn't even fight for her. Like she just overplayed her hand. Like she just overplayed her hand, man.
Tip Hayes was a foul baiter. If she didn't get the foul call, she was not going to be effective. If she didn't get the foul calls, that's facts.
She showed up. Hey, did she not show up in the playoffs? When she won
she played good in the playoffs. She did, but I'm saying she did play good. I'm not saying she. I'm just saying if she's not getting her foul calls or allowed to do what she does, it's sort of like the DeWanna Bonners. Like if they don't get their foul calls, they're like irrelevant to me. It's like, okay, whatever. Now you can move over.
What about Alicia Clark?
You said who?
Alicia Clark too.
They're gonna miss Alicia Clark. They're gonna miss Alicia Clark.
Got hurt in the playoffs. So they're gonna miss her leadership.
They're gonna miss Alicia Clark. I give you that. Alicia Clark, yes.
Utility player. Yeah,
I'll give you Alicia Clark.
We got some firepower back though. We got faster. We got better shooters. We got better defense. We elevated on what we was already doing. So we missing something with them.
New York not do that though?
New York got a good bench. I like New York's bench. I think they got the best bench out of the league. I think they got the best bench.
Hold on.
I think New York does.
Go ahead, Key, before I get into New York.
I have a specific question because I heard you trying to say it about 10 minutes ago. B, why do you think that NY lineup is better than Vegas?
I think Jonquel Jones is the X factor. I don't think Kia Stokes can do anything with Jonquel Jones. And if you move Asia to Jonquel Jones, Kia Stokes can't do anything with Stewie. She is the problem in that lineup. I think as far as Jewel Lloyd and Leonie Fibich, I feel like they kind of cancel each other out because as well as Jewel can score the ball, Leonie Fibich defense can stop that. I just
think Jewel Lloyd about to cook her.
No,
we gotta stop this, man.
Defense can stop that.
We gotta stop this, man.
No,
finish your statement, B. Finish your statement, B.
I think as far as the point guard position, yes, you lose the passing ability of Courtney Vandersloot, but you gain the defense that she did not have in Natasha Cloud. And let's not forget, Natasha Cloud averaged 6 assists last season. Her and Sloot was right behind each other. So the productivity was there. Her defense is better. I'm not saying Sloot resume speaks for itself, but Natasha Cloud is not a scrub. is what I'm saying at point guard. And I think having Natasha Cloud at point guard actually allows Sabrina to go back and do what Sabrina is comfortable with doing and scoring the ball. She had on her plate last season as being the point guard
and Sports Buzz, everybody,
and being the leading scorer because Stewie wasn't there. And I always tell people, New York won a championship with Stewie playing the worst she's ever played in her career, and that was 19 points.
Look,
she wasn't even healthy. So imagine a healthy Stewie and a Stewie that is 25% better than what she was last season. That's a better team. I just think, to me personally,
why does it keep
New York starting lineup slightly edges out the Aces because of Kia Stokes. Kia Stokes in that lineup is a problem. She does nothing for them. She don't rebound, she don't play defense, and she don't score the ball. So why is she out there? That's gonna always be a problem.
Here's my question. All right. Here's my question though. Is they gonna run into a similar situation like last year? Because Stewie she pretty much been the point forward of her. She the point forward of that team. So is Natasha Cloud gonna play off her?
Yes. You play off of Stewie. I don't care who you are. Stewie's gonna be Stewie runs the point of attack for that team. Period. Natasha Cloud is a point guard, but Stewie runs that team. So Cloud can play off or with the ball. They did it last year. She did it last year with Phoenix. Diana Taurasi would bring the ball up a lot. Kai would bring the ball up a lot. So Cloud knows how to play off other players who got the ball in their hand. So
I think people forget she did it with the Mystics with Elena Delavan.
Exactly. And Messerman and all of them.
And Messerman, this is not a new role for her. I think she can play off the ball, but I don't think Stewie is the type of player who I don't think mind giving up that role. She don't mind allowing the point guard to be a point guard. When Sloot was in the starting lineup, Sloot was the point guard. It's because Sloot's mother was sick and she got injured and all that other stuff that was going on. She came out of that starting lineup and Sabrina got into that role. She had to help Sabrina in that role. She didn't have to help Vandersloot in that role.
She didn't help Vandersloot, but it still was Stewie.
I ain't trying to hear none of that. I ain't trying to hear none of that. That all sound good. I ain't trying to hear nothing y'all talking about. B, you did a good job writing the thesis. You should be at Harvard. Showtime and HD capping and B just hating. Look, I ain't trying to hear none of that. First of all, Kitley is gonna prove all y'all wrong. Kitley, y'all are sleep on Kitley.
We'll see.
Kitley
I'm sleep.
About to prove all it, man. I ain't trying to. I'm about to start a new podcast called. I ain't trying to hear none of that. And I'm putting all y'all up there.
We'll see. But I still got New York with the second best starting five and the best bench out of all the teams. I'm sorry, I do. Until I see otherwise.
Facts. Look, hey, everybody, go ahead. You got something to say, Show?
No, we'll move on.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, look, facts. That's a big fact. I like everything y'all was saying. That was good. That was some good stuff. It's B's Sports Buzz for everybody, who want to go follow.
Man, dog, forget B. She rocked that bull crap hat last week. Forget her. Don't talk about her. Don't talk about her. No, that BS Celtic. She with the ops. No, don't talk about her. No, go ahead. We good.
She ate that. But look,
man,
we ain't gotta get too deep into it or whatever. But I for me, the bottom three really is, I feel like they could interchange Golden State, Connecticut, Washington. You got Dallas and Los Angeles. Dallas probably at 10 just because Los Angeles, maybe their veteran leadership, etc., will kind of put them over. But I don't think that Los Angeles is that beats out Dallas by that many games. Phoenix even at 8 look funny in the light to me. I just feel like Phoenix is not gonna be good. I just cannot see it. to be honest, but I think maybe they beat out Dallas. So Phoenix, I could even see at 8 or 9. And then Chicago at 7, Atlanta at 6, Indiana at 5, Seattle at 4. Um, 1, I do have New York, and then 2 and 3, Minnesota and Las Vegas is interchangeable. To be like a lot of this season to me is just really gonna come down to like what trades happen mid-season, possibly, and coaching, to be honest, because a lot of these teams is really like get 1 or 2 games give and take. It really do feel like that, especially in that mid-range, like 4 through 10. It's like all of that could change up depending on wins and losses, to be honest. So I mean, we'll see. But man, that was some good stuff. WNBA preseason power rankings tip-off week edition. I dropped the article in the chat for y'all, so scroll up if you want to go check that out yourself. But speaking of rankings, we have some more rankings to talk about. We got ESPN came out their ranking of the top 25 WNBA players for the 2025 preseason. Again, I'll drop that in the chat, but I'll also read it from bottom to top, and then the panel could get into where we would move some players or not, what we think of this list, just in a bird's eye view as well. So at 25, you have Angel Reese, Chicago Sky. I'll even read the stats. 2024 stats: 13.6 points per game, 13.1 rebounds per game, 1.9 assists per game. You got Ezzy Magbagor at 24, 11.7 points per game, 8 rebounds per game, 2.2 blocks per game. Alicia Gray at 23, 15.6 points per game, 4.4 rebounds per game, 2.7 assists per game. De'Erica Hamby at 22, 17.3 points per game, 9.2 rebounds per game, 1.7 steals per game. Aaliyah Boston, 14 points per game, 8.9 rebounds per game, 3.2 assists per game. Ryan Howard at 20, 17.3 points per game, 4.4 rebounds per game, and 3.2 assists per game. Jewel Lloyd at 19, 19.7 points per game, 4.5 rebounds per game, and 3.6 assists per game. 18 is Skylar Diggins, 15.1 points per game, 6.4 assists per game, 1.7 steals per game. You got Brittany Griner at 17, 17.8 points per game, 6.6 rebounds per game, 1.5 blocks per game. Chelsea Gray is at 16 with 8.6 points per game. These are the 2024 stats. 4.9 assists per game, and then 1.3 steals per game. Kayla McBride, 5 points per game, 3.2 assists per game, and then 40.7% shooting from the three at 15. Arike's at 14 with 22 points per game, 4.6 rebounds per game, and 5.1 assists per game. Kelsey Mitchell at 13, 19.2 points per game, 40.2% from the three, 1.8 assists per game. Satu Sabli is at number 12, 6.4 rebounds per game, 5 assists per game, and 17.9 points per game. Kalia Copper is at number 11 with 21.1 points per game, 4.5 rebounds per game, and 2.3 assists per game. Kelsey Plum is at 10, 17.8 points per game, 4.2 assists per game, and 2.9 3-pointers per game. Weird how they put that. Jackie Young at 9 with 15.8 points per game, 5.3 assists per game, and 4.4 rebounds per game. Number 8 is Nneka Ogwumike with 16.7 points per game, 7.6 rebounds per game, and 2.3 assists per game. Number 7 is Sabrina Ionescu, 18.2 points per game, 6.2 assists per game, 4.4 rebounds per game. Jonquel Jones is 14.2 points per game, 9 rebounds per game, 1.3 blocks per game. Alyssa Thomas is at 5 with 10.6 points per game, 8.4 rebounds per game, and 7.9 assists per game. And then Caitlyn Clark is at 19, is at number 4 with 19.2 points per game, 8.4 assists per game, and 5.7 rebounds per game. We got Brianna Stewart with at number 3 with 20.4 points per game, 80.5 rebounds per game, and 3.5 assists. Number 2 is Nafisa Collier with 20.4 points per game, 9.7 rebounds per game, 3.4 assists per game, and 1.9 steals per game. And then number 1 is Asia Wilson with 26.9 points per game, 11.9 rebounds per game, and 2.6 blocks per game. So that's the list for ESPN. The stats were important. I guess it gives you insight to why they put players where they put them. So I'm gonna have to check into what I just saw. But we got to talk about where some players at, how we feel about the list from a bird's eye view as well. Showtime, I'm gonna go with you first. Is there any numbers you would change for certain people, any different spots for them? And what did you think about the list as a whole?
What's the criteria? I'm just trying to get understand what's the criteria in the WNBA. Number one. Number two. Look, man. I know everybody love Caitlyn Clark. I know Caitlyn Clark. She got the casual fans in the chokehold. She makes 40-footers. She can pass off the 3-pointers. She got the TV ratings, the jersey sales, and all this stuff. But I'm looking at this list. You can't have a real conversation, a basketball conversation. Like, take the popularity out. Let's just talk basketball. You can't have a real conversation if you telling me that she's better than the girl they just put her out last year. Who played better in the playoffs, AT or Caitlyn Clark? Caitlyn Clark looked like a chicken with her head cut off in the playoffs. She was a deer in the headlight. Her defense was horrible. Her transition defense is bad. I said last year, look, I know she's the golden girl, but let's slow down. Let her work her way up to the top. I guess they don't really care about that. It's all about trying to please the casual fans. The problem is this, bro. If you're gonna have at number 4, I can only grade her what she doing the basketball court. I gotta hold to number 4 standards. So you know what I'm expecting this year? I'm expecting Caitlyn Clark to learn how to go right. I'm expecting her to know how to separate herself with her handles without pushing off with her offhand. I'm expecting better defense. I'm not even saying being above average. That's just not her game. Just be competitive. Don't slide your feet on defense. I'm expecting better shot. I understand she can shoot 3, but let's just be honest. That style never won a championship. It's crazy because we criticize this stuff in the NBA. That's the thing I don't understand. We praise her for shooting 40-footers, but that gets criticized in the NBA. Everybody say that's a bad shot. We say this all the time. We get tired of looking at guys shooting 3-pointers. So now I gotta change my mentality after the great Kobe Bryant. Never mind, I didn't say this. Kobe Bryant said this. He said that style don't win a championship. When you talking about James Harden, he was talking about Trae Young, the Lucas of the world. If you're gonna, look, bro, if you're gonna be top 5, you gotta be able to get it done on both ends of the floor. You gotta be a leader. You gotta be somebody that can win a championship right now. I look at Asia, we already know what time it is. Fee was just in the finals. Stewie, one of the greatest resumes in basketball history. I'm not even talking about women, I'm talking about basketball, men and women. AT was literally 3rd in MVP voting just in 2023. She Connecticut, she led her team top 3. What was it, top 3, top 4? They lost to a better team. They put out Caitlyn Clark. I'm not putting over there. JJ, the finals MVP. I'm not putting Caitlyn Clark over finals MVP. Sabrina Nescu. I think these players are more seasoned than her right now. Do I think she would come top 3 in the future? Absolutely. But I don't think I don't think that's the case right now. Because when I saw in the preseason where people was saying that she got stronger. She got stronger. Her game got better. I didn't really see that. I see the same flaws. She still can't go right. She still take bad shots. And again, look, as a casual fan that don't really watch NBA, don't really watch basketball, you've been beating yourself to death on X videos with the OnlyFans stars and playing Halo and what's the little game on they be playing on Twitch? Y'all been playing all that, then all of a sudden y'all start watching basketball because Caitlyn Clark. Let me school you on something. That style ain't gonna win no championship, homie. You put the ball in her hands and you got to do this reaction stuff, and she don't even really have a real feel for the game like that. She's still learning, and you telling her to everybody get out the way, and you shoot a bunch of long 3-pointers, and y'all expect that's gonna win a championship. And then when she drive to the rack, when you put physical defenders on her, she gets aggravated. She don't like physicality. She start looking at the referee. By the time she shoot a bad shot, her matchup's already down the floor. She's still looking at the referee, looking for the foul. See, that kind of stuff. She gotta fix that. Maybe she fix it down in the future. But right now, that ain't it. And Angel should not be, bro. Angel at 25, absolutely disgusting. She was an all-star last year. What changed? The Sabrina Satu is too high on the list. Satu is not. Satu only played 15 games. How is she number 12? She should be. Look, Satu, terrible defender. She shouldn't be over no Kelsey Mitchell, no Enrique. I'm taking. Look, I know y'all might not agree with this. I'm taking Caitlyn Bryant over Satu. I think she's better.
Mm-hmm.
I think Caitlyn Bryant better than her.
I agree with that. I agree. Yes.
I think Chelsea Gray better than her. I'm taking Chelsea Gray.
I agree.
I'm taking BG over her. I'm taking Skylar Diggins over her. I'm taking Joy Lord. I'm taking Ryan Howard. I'm taking Aaliyah Boston. I think she way too high on the list. A lot of people like, okay, Angel too low. I'm with y'all. I got Angel somewhere. I'm cool. Angel being somewhere between 15. You got a 15, 20. I ain't tripping about that. Angel got.
I got Angel. Yeah, I got Angel and Caitlyn. I got Angel and Caitlyn between 14 and 15, around that area.
So I ain't got no problem with it. But you can't tell me the best rebound in the game, one of the most versatile defenders in the game, is below liabilities on the court. That's cap. I'm not taking, bro. Nobody can do what Angel do, bro. Rebound the ball at that level. You got Hamby and them and podcast saying I'm trying to be like Angel. I need to learn what she doing. They can't guard like her. They can't rebound the ball like her. They don't have the motor she got. She already proven all-star. I got a 15 to 20. She got ways to go. Look, this list is, to me, I don't like the list. I think they did it for clickbait. But my thing is this, bro. I know we excited. I know it's all about kissing up to the casuals. But look, I got you. If you're going to have Caitlyn Clark number 4, now y'all hear this now. Pay attention. If Caitlyn Clark number 4, guess what? It's championship or bust. Because now you telling me y'all got rid of the coach y'all had last year. She was the problem, right? Even though she was trying to get her to play the style that y'all actually want her to play. Y'all got rid of the coach. You got the best coach in the league. You got the best roster money can buy. All these players, y'all say, oh, you got Natasha Howard. Never mind what I say, because I don't think I think Tasha Howard's over the hill. I think she's older now. I think DeWanna Bonner, I don't think you can depend on her offensively and defensively on a night-end basis. She's older. She's 37. Never mind all of that, though. They got the best roster money can buy. They got the best coach in the league. So it's championship or bust. No excuses. I don't want to hear she in the second year. No, she's the favorite to win MVP, and she's a top 4 player. So I'm gonna judge you just like a top 4 player.
Also, you forgot show Depoy. They got her up there to win Depoy too. Go ahead.
Hey, look, I'm only going on with the sound. Look, that's what they want us to do. We're going to go off of she's the greatest thing. She's the best guard, right? Yes. So we all clear before we go into the seas because we don't want to keep moving the goalposts, talking about relevant stuff. I don't care about the tenants. No, ain't nobody making money out of that. Matter of fact, the WNBA in a slave contract right now. How much money they making out them tennis records and jersey sales? Come talk to me about that. Tell them get out them slave contracts. Tell them stop relying on the NBA to keep paying their bills since they got the saving now. So I don't care about no tennis record and all that. I ain't never paid for no merch. I ain't never paid for no tickets to go to no game to look and see how many people in the stand. That shit don't mean nothing to me. Let's talk about the game though. She gonna have to prove me she's a top 4 player in the league right now in year 2. Year 2. I don't talk about nothing about down the line. Year 2. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead.
All right. Great. All great points. So I'm gonna give y'all a little more tidbit and I'm on to the next person on the panel since we're gonna get into this, right? The 2025 WNBA season is here. Listen, here is a look at our preseason top 25 as determined by ESPN's Kendra Andrews, Kevin Pelican, Alexa Filippo, and Michael Vopel. Could be pronouncing them last two. So those are the 4 people who determined this preseason top 25. Okay. The top 9 spots on our list came together quickly as consensus ruled, but the middle of the pack got tricky. Off-season performance, such as how well players competed at Unrivaled, factored into voting. And rookies were not eligible, though they can break into the list as we continue to update the season. So that confuses me even more. If off-season performance and Unrivaled was factored into the voting. While you was talking, show, I'm gonna process that and I'm gonna go on to the next person on the panel because that actually, I didn't even realize that actually just made the list worse. If we keeping it a green bean. But all right, let's move on. B, what do you think about the top 25 rankings? Who would you move where? You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you think.
Show said it. I still don't have Caitlyn top 5. The player I believe should be ranked over her is JJ. I think it is very disrespectful with the way that Jonquel Jones performed during the season, the way she performed in the playoffs, and specifically the way she performed in the finals. Her team won. Her team got there, and it wasn't because of her lack of performance. It's because she was one of the top 5 players in the league, and she proved it. And I just don't think like that disrespect is crazy to me. The top 3 is the top 3. Asia is still the best player in the world. I don't see anybody taking that from her for a while. Fee can try, but she won't get it. She probably get MVP, but that don't mean that she's the best player in the world. Asia is still going to be the best player in the world. Stewie resume speaks for itself, but here's my problem with the list, because you have Stewie ranked 3rd, and I continue to say this, and I'm gonna die on this hill because nobody can prove me wrong. If you watch the season last season, Stewie was the 3rd best player on her team, but she's ranked 3rd. She's ranked 3rd, and she was the 3rd best player on her team. So where are the 2 players that was better than her? Because if she's ranked 3rd, that means they should have been higher than her. So how they serve so far down the list to me is crazy. That's what's mind-boggling to me. Because Stewie was the 3rd best player on her team, but she's ranked 3rd. That's crazy to me. So, and that's what makes Caitlyn fall down the list. Because if we're really thinking about it and we really ranking players on what they did for their team, how their team performed, and then what they did in the offseason and all that other stuff. The New York Liberty should have 3 players, maybe 2 in the top 5 and 1 in the top 10, and you can interchange Sabrina and Stewie, but JJ should be that one that's in that top 5. Stewie and Sabrina, you can interchange them. You can say Stewie defense is better than Sabrina or whatever, and Sabrina just had one good season and Stewie got the resume. I'm okay with that. But those players should be 2 in the top 5 and 1 in the top 10, and that would knock Caitlyn down. I'm not saying that Caitlyn is not a good player. I'm not saying that she's a horrible player. Yes, she's in her second year. She still got things to learn. She got things to get better at. She performed well in the second half of the season. But I still think that those players did some things for their team and got their team a little bit further. As far as Angel, when you just read that Unrivaled thing to me, I was like, okay, who outperformed her in Unrivaled that's higher than her? Not Satu Sabali. Not Satu Sabali. Not Jewel Lloyd. Not Aaliyah Boston. Angel Reese should be ranked top 15. I probably would put her at 15 or 14. Top 20. 25 is atrocious and is a slap in the face. 25 is, how do the defensive player of the year in Unrivaled, which y'all said y'all based it off of, go 25? How does she go 25? We all watch the same thing in Unrivaled. You telling me Aaliyah Boston outperformed Angel Reese in Unrivaled? And then there are 1 point difference in scoring. A 1 point difference. Not even 1 point. Point something difference in scoring. Angel Reese is the one with the double-double. Aaliyah Boston isn't. But she's ranked higher than her. Satu Sabali didn't even play half the season last season. But she's ranked higher than her. Jewel Lloyd sucked last season. But she's ranked higher than her. It's disrespectful to Angel. It's disrespectful to Enrique. It's disrespectful to a lot of these players that they have the ranking. And it's not shocking because it's from ESPN. ESPN shows their biases every day when it comes to women's sports. They show who their alliance is with when it comes to women's sports. In the way that they present things, in the way that they break news, in the way that they word their headlines. They show it every single day. So it's not shocking to me, but I think it's just disrespectful. It's really disrespectful, but you know what? They got it. They're the experts.
Right. And B, I'm gonna say it too before you before you go to Nick. Another thing too, I'm not finna let y'all come in these new up and like we not finna change what basketball all about, bro. We not finna do it. I'm not finna let you do it. If you in that top 5 range, you're gonna get judged off of playoffs, not regular season. I don't care what you do. Once you reach that top 5, the top 10, that means you cold regular season and playoffs. Am I lying? That's what we do in the NBA community, right? NBA players, great basketball players, and football players are getting judged well in the playoffs. So once you reach that level, you an MVP caliber player. Oh, you better get it done in the playoffs. What I saw last year, ain't no way. Nah, go ahead.
Man, listen, this is interesting. This is getting even more interesting, especially after I read that Unrivaled thing. Seriously, that makes a difference. And if because people was just kept saying it's stats from last season, it's stats. And I'm like, oh, well, they actually said they consider off season, they consider Unrivaled. So there's some player who, even if they were good in last season, they were bad in Unrivaled. You know what I mean? Breanna Stewart was not good in Unrivaled. You know what I'm saying? So like players like that. So I'm just kind of confused. So, but anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and see what you got to say, Prince. Like where you got people and what you think about the list from a. Do you last? Okay, HD, what you got?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care about the Unrivaled or all of that. I cared about what happened last year and coming into this year. JJ's number 2 to me. I don't care what people say. Jaquel Jones did her job. She won Finals MVP. She was very intricate in them winning in all the games this season. for you not to put her in that category is disrespectful. And how are you growing the game when you're not giving people the credit they deserve? I don't get it. Even in the NBA, they do this, which I never understood. I'm gonna put Fee and Brianna at 3 and 4. Because I mean their resumes speak for itself. Plus, Fee had a great year last year. You can't take that away from her. Brianna Stewart, even though she was on a bum knee, she defensively and facilitation wise helped that team get to where they had to get to. Because when Vandersloot went down, Brianna she took it to another level. And then you have Phoebich and them come in. We all know Asia's number one, so I just put Gawot, because that's what she is. Now, here's the thing that pisses me off. I don't have CeCe over Kayla McBride, AT, J.O., the point guard, Kelsey Mitchell, Skylar, Jewel, De'Erica, or Kalia Copper. I think all of them just did better than her last year for their respective teams. They did. Even with Chelsea coming back, when she came back, the offense became even better than what it was because they were struggling trying to have Kelsey Plum run the point, and she not a goddamn point guard. So stop with this combo crap. She's not. She's not a point guard. Now, Angel and Caitlyn are around 14 or 15. Whatever you want to put them, they're around that range. I got Sabally is not in my top 25. She's not a top 25 player to me. I don't believe it. I watched her film. She's always hurt. She didn't add nothing. Even when Enrique tried to say, I'm going to take a step back, Satu still did bad. She didn't do nothing. And then she's still doing the same thing in preseason. What has she done in preseason to make you believe she's in the top 10 or 15? Nothing. Now, let's go down the list. I got Sabrina, Kelsey Plum, 17, 18, Enrique 16 because Enrique could take a game over, DB, Ron, Ezzy, AB, Alicia Gray, Dejanay, and Rakia make my list. I don't go by their list because I don't believe in their list. Dejanay can go higher than 24 if you want. De'Erica could come down some, but I don't believe Kelsey Mitchell gets so disrespected all the time that I just don't understand. Everyone act like Kelsey Mitchell didn't do what she did last year. The second half of the season, she probably had one of the best second half of the seasons we've seen from a player by themselves. In the clutch, she was balling in the clutch. Then Skylar, on a team where you had Jewel Lloyd and her feelings, led the Storm to the playoffs, to the 5th seed. Either the 4th or 5th seed, I forget. But in that seed, Skylar got them to that. It wasn't NECA. I got Ezzy on my list. Ezzy could be higher because when Ezzy went down, the Storm got trash in the paint. Did everybody forget that?
Yep.
It was trash.
Yep.
Let's go to you, ESPN, and people in the chat or whatever. F all of y'all, because this would really piss me off. Y'all didn't have Dejanay in the top 25. Are you kidding me? Did you not see what her defense did? The whole year, if it wasn't for Dejanay's defense, they don't win these games. They don't. So, and DeWanna Bonner, I have my gripe with her. Yes, she foul bait, but to not have her in the top 25, that, bro, what are we doing here, bro? Like, what? Are we watching basketball or are we just here to watch a popular player? Like, that's what I want to know. Like, your list is complete trash. You didn't go by stats. You didn't go by Unrivaled, because if you did, how the hell is AG over Angel? Where? And again, I only put AB there because I got respect for her. But listen, she's been digressing each season. I don't know if it's her or if it's the season or if it's the coach. I just got in there just to be nice, but I was about to leave her off my top 25 because I'm just not impressed. I'm not impressed from her rookie year to when she was in college. She has been underperforming. Now, is that to do with Caitlyn? Is that to do with the coaches? Like, I don't know. Somebody has to say, HD, let me sit you down and explain this because I don't understand. I went through watching old film from last year and looking at it. I don't understand. I understand what you're saying, B, about Sabrina. Sabrina just don't play defense. I can't put her in my top echelon if you're not effective defensively. I just can't do it. You got to play both sides. Kelsey Mitchell, she does what Sabrina does a lot better, like by far. And then Ron Howard, I was being nice there at 20, but because when she plays, Ryan could be a top 15 to 10 player when she wants to be great. But because she got that other side of her, which is like, I don't feel like it today, coach. She's down at 20. So that's my list. I don't want to be long-winded because I know Prince want to go last. But Alicia Gray, she's at 23 because Alicia Gray's another one. Like, defensively, she'll show up. Then defensively, she won't. Like, what are you doing? One play, she'll lock you down. Next play, like Prince said on his channel, she just let people get to the basket. So it's like, I'm still not sure about her. But Rakia's at my 25 because she only got to play one half of the season really starting. So that's my 25. I don't have Caitlyn in my top 10. Jewel Lloyd is there because Jewel Lloyd, even through all of that, still put up 19, still played a little defense, even though it wasn't real effective. But her and De'Erica did respective. Kai Copper was carrying that Phoenix team all last year when they should have been put DT on the bench. But because she's a superstar and Hall of Famer, I can't put her on the bench. So that's all I got.
Listen, y'all, man, y'all flames, y'all doing y'all big one. I mean, it's a lot of questions there, especially with, I'm wondering like if they should have did something where if you ain't play a certain amount of games, you can't be on the list. I kind of do feel like they should have done that. If that's the case, but I don't know if they coupled Satu's 15 games plus Unrivaled, but even then she did not play well in
She didn't play good, Key.
So,
when has Satu is not a top 25 player. She never showed it. She only played one season where they almost got to the championship. They lost to the Aces. Other than that, her career is a question mark. How am I going to put you over the players who've been proven time after time that they're effective? So are we living off of her, with everybody like to say potential? I hate that word. Her potential, or
I mean,
what are we living off of?
I think with Satu, people feel like she puts up the numbers or whatever, but it's like when you watch her play, I struggle to see where it matters, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because she puts up the numbers though. You know what I'm saying? I see what people see, like as far as just like talent, but then it's other places where you're like, ooh, you know, like you would think her game is a little bit more polished than other places. To be clear, let's be clear, because what I'm not going to let people do is change the narrative. Listen, multiple players on this list could possibly not be on this list. Multiple players on this list shouldn't be at certain numbers. So if you're going to reduce this conversation to us saying Cece shouldn't be at number 4, you might got to go back through elementary school.
Yes.
You might got to. That's not up to me. That's up to your parents. I don't know. But it's not just one player we're saying shouldn't be where they're at. It's multiple players that we think should be higher, lower, etc. Okay, so you know,
that's Bush's fault.
Yeah,
that's Bush's fault. A lot of them should have been left behind.
Exactly, I agree. B.
Do what you want with that information. You know, do what you want with that information. Because I can't. That is driving me nuts. I had to address that. You know what I'm saying? It's plenty of different players. You got only 2 of the rookies from last season on this list. It is Caitlyn Clark and Angel Reese. One is at 25. The other one is somehow at 4. One was the runner-up for Rookie of the Season. The other one won Rookie of the Season. The other one ended the season hurt, and is the only reason why she didn't get the rebound stat. Okay, but one somehow is 25, and the other one is 4. Now let's take Angel out of it. I know people hate her, so let's just take Angel out of it. I said this the other day on my stream. We could take Angel out of it, and still, you're not gonna convince me that Caitlyn Clark should be number 4. I mean, over a lot of these players on that list. So let's talk about ESPN disrespecting. Forget y'all like the disrespect Angel. Let's take Angel Reese out of it. Disrespecting JJ, disrespecting all these players who have been playing over time, future Hall of Famers, putting her at number 4 over these players, white and black. If we want to bring race into it, take Angel Reese out of it. Like, I don't even care about that. Angel Reese could be at bottom 25. I ain't worried about her, man. She gonna win her something. Whatever. It's cool. We could continue to doubt her. Whatever. It's fine. We could do that. But let's talk about the other players that's being disrespected by ESPN because they don't want to do their jobs and actually watch the games and do their research. They want to pull up the same stats that everybody else could pull up. That's all they're doing. They're getting on the internet, pulling it up, and then going and making a list. They're not watching these games. Let's be honest. They're not watching film. They're not breaking down film. They're not sitting there, even if they don't want to do the work. They're not paying somebody to sit there and break down the film for them and show it to them so they can make an honest decision on the list. That's all I'm saying. Caitlyn Clark being number 4 is crazy work. Over AT, over JJ, over Sabrina Ionescu. It's plenty of players on this list that should be over her, period. Will she be top 4 one day? Most likely when y'all stop enabling her. I don't know.
Is she gonna play defense one day? Let me know.
And don't tell me after this is Prince.
Is she gonna have a mid-range shot one day? Is she gonna actually have a game one day, a bag one day? That's what I want to know.
Hold on. After this, I'm gonna let you go, Prince. This is my last thing. Defense doesn't have anything to do with it, people. Are you Bush? Yeah, B. You were so right. Why are they counting rebounds and steals? I read through 25 player stats. Why y'all just made me do that for y'all not to listen? Why are they counting rebounds, blocks, and steals if defense doesn't matter with this list? If it's only just offensive stats, make it make sense. Prince, let me know what you got.
Hey, anybody had Caitlyn Clark in their top 10?
No.
I did.
Okay.
I actually did. I had her at like 6, right outside of the top 5. 6
okay, me and you kind of in the same ballpark. Showtime, put my list on the screen. This is welcome to another episode of Prince's Top 10. Argue with your mama. Look here, man. I really wanted to do my top 10 and put Asia, GOAT, and everybody else. Number 2 was everybody else. Look here, man. You can use stats, but you have to use objective eye views to understand impact.
Man, that's some bull crap. My bad, bro.
And you got to know what you're watching to understand what is going on. So at number one, I got the GOAT. At number 2, I got no defense fee. I'm gonna put it at number 2. She had a solid year.
Defense.
She had a year. She got to show me some defense. She might look. If Fee don't start playing defense, I'm gonna move her to number 4. I'm telling you, she going to number 4. Because at some point, At some point,
you know you bogus for that.
At some point, you got to do it.
You
I got it at number 2. I got it at number 2. I got it at number 2. At number 3, I got JJ. This is where I agree with B at. I think that JJ is the key to all that working. Her defense, her rim protecting. JJ is a better passer than people give her credit for. I've noticed this when people break down her game, they never talk about her passing out of double teams. They never talk about her finding Sabrina on those backdoor pin down cuts. Like JJ is patient. She's a better passer out of the post than people think she actually is. She doesn't get a lot of credit for it. Because I know Stewie has a high usage rate. But I think JJ is the most important player on that team. And again, I reward you gotta win at least a playoff game to even get in my top 5. Like you can't be in my top 5 and never win a playoff game. Like you gotta at least win a playoff game to be in my top 5. So I got JJ at number 3. She is the finals MVP. I got Stewie at number 4. B, I know what you feel about like Sabrina. I agree with you on that Stewie versus Sabrina. It depends on preference. Yeah, it depends on because look, when I was doing my list, I had Stewie at 9, and then I was like, nah, Stewie did lead them in scoring. Let me go back and put it back. You know, and she does facilitate a lot of their offense. Sabrina, I put Sabrina below her because Sabrina really plays off of her, even though Sabrina's shot making is so impactful. Like her shot making shifts defense, and she did have a good, I would say, semis. Her shot making, she was off and on, but she did have a good semis. So I'm gonna give her that, and she did show up in the finals. But AT's defense is why she's in my top 5. AT's defense and passing is why she's in my top 5. And this is why I'm gonna say that. Because AT can guard from wing, she can challenge you in the post, she's a bully, and she hangs her hat on defense. That's why I got AT at 5 defensively. Offensively, AT, fast break, half court, whatever you want to do on offense. People don't realize this. AT can't shoot. But
nope,
she can control her offense. That lets you know how effective she is with the ball in her hands. AT cannot shoot. I always tell people this. It's a difference between, I think I said this on HD channel last night. It's a difference between being able to pass the ball to an open person and passing the ball to the right person. Some people pass the ball to open people and they just make shots. Some people pass the ball to the right person. They have the coach making adjustments. That's different type of facilitators. AT will make your coach make adjustments just off of how she moves the ball. Transition, half court, whatever you want to do. And again, remember, before Mabry got there, they didn't have a lot of shooting. And even with Mabry, she was inconsistent. And that offense was still functionable. It wasn't your highest scoring offense, but it was still functional because AT made it work. AT don't get a lot of credit for her half-court offense. She made it work. Posting up, oh, y'all want to guard me at the high? I'll get off the ball, give it to Dejanay, go post up and get it back. And run my offense out of the post. Pay attention to AT, very smart. Jackie Young, don't get a lot of credit. Interchangeable. Whether you want to play her at the 3, the 2, or the 1. Interchangeable. Jackie Young is really, this is why Jackie Young don't get a lot of credit. Where she don't get a lot of credit. Jackie Young is the only guard that can play all 3 positions at a high level. Jackie Young is, look at the league. 1, 2, and 3. Jackie Young is the only guard in the league, period, that can play all 3 positions at a high level. When Chelsea Gray went down, Jackie Young said, no problem. I'll lead our team in assists with 7 a game. Chelsea came back. Jackie Young said, no problem. I'll go guard the other team's best player. Jackie Young said in the playoffs, oh, y'all need me to shot make? I'll do that too. Give me the ball and move out the way. Oh, you need me to go rebound? I'll go get you 6 assists a game, 6 rebounds a game. No problem. Jackie Young don't get enough. Jackie Young is the key to, Angel Wilson is the best player on that team, but Jackie Young is the key to making all that work. That's why they weren't really concerned about Kelsey leaving, because if you really watch the Aces and don't just watch the highlights of the Aces and don't just watch Angel Wilson highlights, you will know Jackie Young is the piece to that all. Without her, that team really isn't built like it should be.
The
She makes
second
all
best.
of that interchangeable.
She would be the best player on the team if Asia wasn't there. Seriously, she would be.
She don't get a lot of love. I don't know why.
She don't. I don't
I don't
either.
know
I
why
don't
she don't get a lot
understand.
of love.
I got her 7. I got her 7 on my list.
At
7.
number 7, led the league in scoring last year. All-star game, showed up, showed out. Oh, y'all ain't put me on there? Bet. Buckets. Bucket after bucket after bucket after bucket. They had 6 different people trying to guard her. Bucket out. They started. I ain't never seen somebody get double team in an all-star game. Bucket after bucket after bucket. Arike is slept on. I think she's slept on because Arike isn't around players that would benefit her play style. We already, this is what I don't like about people. Don't try to make everybody into one mold. Appreciate what every player is and what they excel at and how great they excel at that. That's why I got Arike at 7. It ain't about her not winning last year. I look at Arike and say, what does she excel at? Outside of what kind of team? She can't control the roster. That team was not set up to win at all. Enrique could have came out there and scored 40 points a game and that team wouldn't have won. That team was not set up to win. And she still led the league in scoring with her being the only focal point. What you say, B?
She did score 40 points a lot of games, and they still didn't win. So
they still didn't win. Look, at some point, we just got to grade it on the spectrum. At number 8, I do got CC, one of the best transition players this league has ever seen. She's not a point guard.
The best transition player we've ever seen.
I still give it to Cynthia Cooper. I watched her in her prime.
Yeah, but Cynthia was better half court. Yeah, she did transition. I give you that, but she was deadly in the half court a lot to me more than the transition. But we cool.
I mean, she had a 4-year stretch where nobody was seeing her
at all. Yeah, at all.
And the reason I say that is because I think Cynthia Cooper has a better handle than Caitlyn Clark, just as far as getting in and out of breaks, just as far as like being able to shift from one side of the court to the other. She's quicker downhill. Like Cynthia Cooper, I mean, ain't nothing she couldn't do with the ball. She was one of the first guards to bring that before Sue Bird them. Cynthia Cooper was one of the first guards to bring that behind the back, between the legs, in and out.
She the first one. She the first one to bring the Euro step. Cynthia Cooper. She brought the Euro step.
She brought all of that. And don't forget, she's a champion 4 times over.
4 times and MVP, Finals MVP too.
What we doing? Look, I got her in my top 3 best guards of all time. I got her in my top 3 best guards. I got a top 5. I got a number 5 on my GOAT list, by the way. But Sabrina, her and CC are interchangeable. I think that Sabrina isn't a better equipped passer than CC, especially in transition. Sabrina's more looking to get her own shot. Most of the time, she in passing really isn't something she even takes pride in a sense of she doesn't want to be judged by her passing. You can just tell how she plays. It ain't something she really focuses on, even though, again, just like Caitlyn Clark has the ability to pass, they're not facilitators. And at number 10, she was banged up last year. She had a resurgence in Unrivaled. You could tell in the beginning of Unrivaled, she was trying to play her way back into shape. I don't think she was ever in shape during the playoffs. I kept telling people that, and they didn't want to listen to me. I watched Chelsea Gray play since she came into the league. Chelsea Gray was not in shape. She rushed back because she knew how important it was. Aces or championship or bust. She rushed back. If Aces would have been in a free fall, Chelsea Gray would have not came back. That's how bad I think she was actually still laboring from that knee injury. She was not herself. I got her as she's the best passer in the league. AT is number 2. But AT does bring more defensively, and she actually can run her own team and system a little better than Chelsea can, because Chelsea is dependent on Jackie Young knocking down shots and Asia Wilson taking a burden off of her. Though that's the only reason I got AT, because AT has done it by herself over Chelsea, even though I think Chelsea is a better floor general. So that's my top 10. Argue with your mama.
Hey, before Key go, I just want to say something. Because I know y'all like, don't read the chat, don't look at the chat. But I just been looking at the chat the whole time he been talking. He put his list up here. And I came to the consensus that there's a lot of men in the chat that's intimidated by women. Because me and Zoe literally said the same thing. But I was getting a bunch of no's. What are you talking about? That's not right. No. He put his list up there and everybody was like, okay, I see it. I believe it. Y'all gotta grow up. For real.
I don't even be listening to the chat. I don't even be listening to
Honestly, I don't care about the chat. It's like, look, like everybody's gonna have their taste, everybody gonna have their feeling. It is what it is. The chat only knows CC. That's it. They don't know nobody else. That's it. So they're gonna agree with it. It is what it is.
Look, that's a nice list. That is a nice list. Hey, I like the red around the letters too.
You know the aces. I had to bring the aces into it.
I like the red. I like the basketball court in the background and all of that, and the argue with your mama at the bottom. And
why she about to hate y'all? This is what I be talking about.
This is nice. Look, it's nice. It's a nice list. It's pretty. It's nice. It you know, people look at it and they're like, wow, you know what I mean? Maybe a little bit mesmerized. But let's be clear. CC is not a top 10 player in this. Even with point guard at 10, yeah, she struggled last season, but was she not the unrivaled MVP? Did she not lead?
Look, I mean, people say she struggled, but when she came back, man, she really turned that team around even more. So I don't know why people forget. I don't get why people thinking,
how effective the point guy is.
That's what I'm saying. Also, we look at numbers too much.
Sorry, HG. Look,
you good? Go ahead. You good?
Ionescu's gravity when she's on the court. Sabrina Ionescu's gravity when she's on the court. That alone, she's better than Cece. Her gravity off ball when she's on the court. Cece is on this list. I'm cool with that. But she is not top 10. She's not top 10, bro. What are we doing? Like, what are we talking about? Kelsey Mitchell's at 13. Oh my God, bro. I can't
argue, Key. I can argue that you almost have to put her top 10 because you have her in first team all WNBA. It's just like, and I hate going back to college, but it's just like
I didn't say she didn't have gravity, bro. Are y'all okay?
No, I didn't. You reading the chat?
Can you listen? Cece has gravity. She's just
look. I don't care about that list. I don't care about what the people say. She is not top 10 to me. She's around 14 or 15. I don't give a damn what everybody else thinks. I'm gonna tell you how I feel. She like 14 or 15 to me. That's just me being honest. I don't see top 10. She's not a top 10. To me, Kelsey Mitchell to me was more effective than her last year. She was. If you go back and look at the games they were in, if it weren't for Kelsey Mitchell, that team don't turn around their season in the second half. If you don't look at Kelsey Mitchell in the clutch, that team don't turn it around second half of the season. Because the first half of the season, she played like complete doo-doo. She had like a couple games. Kelsey was saving them like all season. And she don't get no props because she's Kelsey Mitchell. She don't have a big voice. But I digress. Though. Y'all can have it.
Man, listen.
Y'all can have it.
This is crazy work. Top 10 is crazy work.
Facts. Like, y'all can have it.
But hey, look. It is what it is. I mean, at this point, man, ESPN just be putting out stuff to upset folks or something like that. It's not, to me, it can't be real basketball that they're watching. That they got to be including other things. And even with I understand what you're saying, B, with the first team and all of that stuff. But bro,
she only got elected first team because of popularity. She ain't get put. All right, man, y'all got it. Y'all got it, bro. Y'all got it, bro. Like, whatever.
First of all, why y'all on my list? B had a higher than me. I got it at 8.
I said I disagreed with B and you. I can just say Prince. I said B and you. I didn't say just Prince at all.
Look, man.
I think CC with all her flaws on defense and everything, I think the second half of the season was the version of her to come. Is a version of her that is going to continue. She's going to continue to build off of. The first half of the season was it was not. If we was making a list off the first half of the season only, she wouldn't have been all WNBA. She wouldn't have been top 10. She wouldn't have been none of that. But the second half of the season, she turned it around. She got some things she needs to work on. She needs to be able to go right. She needs to be able to score in mid-range. She needs not to be predictable. But even with all of that, she still scored almost like 18 points a game and averaged 10 assists a game and all that. So to me, I think she top 10.
How many All-Stars did she have on her team?
I can't. You know what? And I'm not even going to use that. I'm not going to use that because I'm looking at this list, and this list filled with a lot of players who had a lot of All-Stars on their team.
Yeah, Sabrina, Stewie, and JJ was on the same team. Jackie Young and point guard was on the same team.
God, y'all got me up here arguing for Caitlyn. This is not a Monday I wanted to do.
So if she so Asia had 2 or 3 people on her team, right? That were All-Stars, right? She got them to hold up. She got them to the top 4, right? She got them to the top 4. Cece barely got hers in the playoffs, and the only reason they got the 6 is because Phoenix was disarrayed all year with injuries and things.
I think that's an accomplishment.
We don't take into account that they were. We don't take into account they had the number 1 pick. Like, we don't take that into account at all.
They had 2 back-to-back number 1 picks. You had AB.
We don't take none of that into account when we make the list.
They were horrible. Before that,
we don't take none of that into account.
Before that, they've always been horrible when they got to the playoffs at 6, right? So I think even no matter how they got there, they got there.
I predicted them before the season to make it to 6 because they had a solid team. They didn't have a team that was bad. All they needed was 1 more player. They didn't need 2 or 3 more players.
I don't think that team without Caitlyn would have made it to 6. That's the same team the year before that was last. And
Who did they have a point guard? Who did they have a point guard? Who did they have a point guard? Who did they have a point guard?
Say that. They don't make
who they had a point guard. I'm asking who they had a point guard.
Erica Wheeler, right?
Exactly. She's not that type of point guard. What has Erica Wheeler done?
I still don't think that, and that actually argues my point. She came in and did something Erica Wheeler couldn't do. She got that team to the playoffs. I don't think that team makes the playoff without Caitlyn Clark. With everything that she sucks at, she does a lot of things well.
Yeah, I just said she's a great transition player, but what else?
HD even said
that's the only thing they I even said it. She's the greatest transition player I have ever seen. Like, I stand by it. I don't give a damn what anybody else say. She's the greatest I've seen. But when it came down to when that was shut down, Kelsey Mitchell and AB had to take over down the stretch in the half-court offense. Without them two, she don't do anything. So it's a combination of you had her with them two. You had a combination. With Asia had to damn near carry that whole team, even with a J.O., even with a Kelsey Plum, the whole year.
Look. That's why she's the greatest in the world. Nobody got, I don't even have her in my top 5.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, how do you put, okay, so you're putting her top 10. I got her top 15 because of she had a great rookie year her rookie year, I can't put her over top 10 compared to other rookies before her.
But I can't put
Ain't
Kelsey.
no other rookies in here behind Angel Reese.
This is why I can't put Kelsey Mitchell
who's
above
on your
her.
list.
Yeah, on ESPN, but I got Rakia in there 25. I got 3 of them.
This is why I can't put Kelsey Mitchell above her. And this is no knock to Kelsey Mitchell, because I think Kelsey Mitchell is actually part of the reason why that team got to the playoffs. Without Kelsey Mitchell, that team don't get to the playoffs. Without Caitlyn, that team don't get to the playoffs. They play well off of each other.
It's called a team.
But it's called a team. But
she's top 15. That's not a bad ticket. Everybody's acting like top 15 is bad.
Hold on, HB. Go ahead.
Rookie.
Hold on, HB.
Listen.
Go ahead, B.
How long has Kelsey Mitchell been on the Fever? How long has she been on the Fever team?
She's been on the team for like 9 years, and she ain't do nothing. They didn't get nowhere.
Exactly.
But I can use the same argument. I can use the same argument.
The playoffs was Caitlyn Clark.
She was the same argument for Enrique. Kelsey can't control who on the team.
Hey, Key, I'm really up here getting goosebumps because I'm arguing for Caitlyn. So can we please?
Nobody told y'all. Look, nobody told y'all to put her in your top 10.
Number 8, I thought I'd be. Putting her at number 8, I thought I'd be meeting everybody.
Nobody told y'all to put her in y'all top 10. Now y'all gotta argue. Nobody told y'all to do that.
Having in the top 15, nothing wrong with that. Because look here, man. Look here, man. We taking these lists too deep. Like I told Showtime offline, outside of your top 5, all of these players are really interchangeable. Look, outside of the top 5, everything else is off of preference of how important you think the players are to the team. Everything outside of the top 5, because most people top 5s are literally the same. Everybody up here top 5 was literally the same. Maybe a player here moved, but most of these players came from those teams. The Aces, the Liberty, or the Knicks.
I can't.
Outside of 18, everybody top 5 was the same. Everything outside of your top 5, go look at the NBA. Everything outside of the top 5 is literally preference and how much you think that player impacted the team. Anything outside of that.
Listen. I'm gonna use y'all. Let's use what y'all said, right? Caitlyn got them to the playoffs. Caitlyn is one, like all of these things, right? And that's why she kind of makes it. But and then we talking about team stuff. Angel had a bunch of ops. If she doesn't get hurt, the Chicago Sky.
Key, we're not about to do that. We're not about to do that. I know where we're not about to do that, Key.
So then stop bringing those points up to make your point.
We're not about to do that.
We're not about to bring those points up to make your point.
No, that's irrelevant.
So stop bringing them points up to make your point. Then, mind you, I don't even think Angel should be in the top 10. I don't think Angel should be in the top 10. I don't think she should be at 25. I don't think she should be in the top 10. But we want to bring up these talking points. But then when I use it for the same thing,
you about to use an if. You can't use if to make an argument. The moment you put if, that conversation's become irrelevant because you can't prove it.
Nah, it's all. Listen,
we're talking basketball,
bruh. Yeah, are we? If we got CC in the top 10, are we talking basketball? I thought we were. Aren't we talking basketball if Caitlyn Clark is in the top 10? I thought we were. But I see we not.
I don't have Angel at 25. I think Angel is top 15 at minimum.
I got Angel at 12. I got Angel at 12.
Minimum.
I don't even care what.
Bro, look, man, we gotta, bro. In order to be a top 10 player, you gotta have a resume in the playoffs, bro. I'm sorry. At the end of the day, man, everybody got a resume in the playoffs, but CC to me. I'm again, bro. I feel like you ain't got to rush to put her top 5. Man, just let her grow into that kind of player. Let her earn her stripes. But I see what time it is with WNBA, bro. It is what it is.
Listen, nah, we gotta give her a strike for
We keep changing. We gonna keep moving the goalposts. We're gonna keep changing the rules. All because y'all scared of a bunch of her fans, bro. Like these folks are not.
No, you're not about to do that.
Can't do that, Joe. We can't do that, man. We can't do that. We can't do that.
Absolutely not.
Folks scared of their fans, bro. Ain't nobody scared of. Bro, I got
my top 10, but I ain't scared of a soul.
I'm not scared of a bunch of cowards, bro. I don't care about that. Like I'm keeping my basketball argument the same, bro. NBA, WNBA. If you don't play on both ends of the floor and you ain't got no resume in the playoffs, I can't put you top 10, bro.
Literally took them to the
playoffs.
And
here's the thing. This is you know what's crazy about this? For it to even, it's sad because y'all act like this a problem that a second-year player is not a top 10 player. That's nothing wrong with that.
Like what?
She's a second-year player. She's not supposed to be a top 10 player. But we know everybody, it's turning into a popularity contest. It's like you know what's gonna happen this year? Y'all gonna crown her as an MVP, a top 5 player, but she's not gonna play like it when it matters. So now we're gonna start making excuses. Y'all gonna start blaming Christy Size and everybody else. The same thing these LeBron fans do. The difference is y'all worse than LeBron James. Y'all worse than LeBron James. At least LeBron James got something to stand on. He has to play on both ends. He has got potential. You see as a complete player, you saw that early on. I'm not sure Caitlyn Clark a complete player. She can shoot that ball better just as good as anybody, and from 40 feet in the W. That's fine, but that don't win championships. Popularity, most jersey sales and attendance, they don't win championships, homie. We don't care about that in basketball. Real hoop fans don't care about that crap, man. You either get it done in the playoffs or you don't. If she got a stacked team, she got 3 players on this list in the top 25. She should be in the finals winning championships. To me, if we say based off of what we saying, like, all right, if we saying she a top 10, she a top 5 player, and she got 2 other players that's in the top 25, and she got one of the best coaches in the league, and she got the most all this depth on the team. Yeah, she gonna barbecue mildew, sink or swim. We ain't gonna play around. Championship. I'm expecting championship because all the things that hinder her from winning championship, according to everybody, that's gone now, right? Okay, then. Let's move on.
Let's move on. All right. Well,
y'all got me caping for Caitlyn Clark.
No, you got yourself doing that by putting her in the top.
Y'all caping. We ain't got you doing nothing at all.
Y'all caping because I want to put on the tape.
Look, let me say this, man. Look. I've been holding my peace about these players in the WNBA for too long. Let me say this, man. You know why she had number 8? Because half of them ain't that good. That's why she had number 8. They talked all that noise when she was coming out of college, and all of them proved their defense sucks. That's why y'all want to know why she number 8? Because I don't feel like none of them that good. They disappointed me. I had expectations for them on all that noise they was talking. That's why I got a number 8. I watched Natasha Cloud-Garter. I watched Dejanay Garter. I watched DT try to guard. I watched all these players try to guard her. Talked all that noise. I thought she was going to come in and get a wake-up call the entire season.
I see that happening. When DT defended somebody?
We got to stop this, man. We got to
pull the list up.
You gotta stop these days.
And she got Caitlyn McBride was giving her problems. Come on. Like, we gotta stop. Like, for real, I know Caitlyn is great offensively. If you want to say great offensive player, she was that in her first year. She was that. But a player? No. She's not top 10.
Hold on. We're talking about the same CC that brought her team to the championship. I mean, to the semifinals to play them out of it. She quite literally played them out of that. She played them out of the semifinals.
And the semifinals is the first round in the W. And she didn't win a game. She didn't play good. I mean, like I said, bro, what's the crime?
Now, the top 10.
It's not a crime. It's not a crime not putting top. It's like, why are we so in a hurry to push her to the top, though? We're in a hurry.
I'm not in a hurry to put her in no top.
Why are we in a hurry?
I watched the film. I watched the impact. I watched the defense shift. I watched the coach can't adjust, and that's why she's 8. I didn't put her. I'm not rushing to put Caitlyn Clark in no top 5. Y'all heated because she in the top 8. She in my top 5.
That's my question. That's my only
Y'all
question.
Because I got her at 8.
It's not a crime not to put her in the top 10. Me,
She got her at 15.
Like I said, I feel it is. I feel it is. I feel it is. She top 15 to me. She top 15. After this year, if she's top 10, I could see. If she have another good season, she ball out, she do what she supposed to do, she in my top 10 after this season. I won't have a problem with it. But first season, she not top 10, man. Cut it out. Cut that out, bro. She ain't no top 10.
Y'all won. I'm waiting on.
And then talking about defense, we talk about the same CC that was.
Bro, my thing is, how you gonna hate Kelsey Mitchell? And the man just said about Enrique, but Kelsey, man, y'all got it, man. Go ahead, y'all got it, man.
Who hates
Y'all
Kelsey
good.
Mitchell? I got Kelsey Mitchell at 11. Who hates Kelsey Mitchell?
We ain't even went that far to get to Kelsey Mitchell.
Look, I already said, look, my only 2 problems with that and Satu, bro. Satu being high. Look, the older couple players, they can be shipped around.
Man, we all agree she ain't even top 25, bro. Get Satu out of here. We agree to that.
That's the only problem I had.
I don't rock with Satu. She overrated.
Yeah, so we can kind of move on now.
We can move on. Like Satu, we're not even bringing Satu up. She don't even deserve to be on the list.
I'm really pissed off. It ain't got nothing to do with this, but go ahead though. I'm really pissed off.
It's probably I know what you're talking about, but anyway,
because Satu is terrible.
But look, yeah, I mean, it's a few players that I think could be shifted and moved. And we've already thoroughly went through that, each one of us. The last person to go was Prince, so we were discussing his last 10. Or his top 10, and also where kind of B had hers as well. But hey, man, listen, ESPN did they big one with this. They did they big one with this between the NBA, the WNBA and their preseason rankings for the teams, and ESPN and their ranking for the top 25 players. It's been an interesting preseason so far, but listen, it's a whole season ahead of us. At the end of the day, it starts on Friday or Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. We got some great games coming up this week. And it's gonna be very interesting to see how it changes. Depending on the based off of what I read, the list is gonna change throughout the season, ESPN is saying. And so we'll see how it shifts and changes. We'll see how these players show up. If they show up as top 25 players wherever they're ranked, I'm definitely interested to see that. But this has been some great topics so far. Great discussion. Going through the rankings and everything. I loved what everybody was saying on the panel. Everybody's points. We got in depth from a close up and from a bird's eye view. We appreciate y'all coming through to Stars Hoop Central each and every time. Make sure y'all hit the like button, comment, subscribe, all of that. You know what I'm saying? All notifications. So, every time we drop a short or live, we want y'all to be here, man. We need y'all here. Y'all was active in the chat. Some great points. You know what I'm saying? Love when we agree, love when we disagree. It's all good at the end of the day. Listen, follow B's Sports Buzz. Follow HDII TV, Showtime On Point Sports. I am Zoe Media, and then your girl WBB Universe, where I'm gonna hit you with the key facts. We gonna catch y'all on I told y'all this episode was gonna be good last week, but the episode next gonna be even juicier. So look, make sure y'all come through next Monday for another great episode on Stars Hoop Central, where all the stars align. We gonna catch y'all on the next one. Be safe, and we out of here.